This is the Global Dynamics 2019 Workplace Violence Policy Update. All employees must read and adhere to this written policy. Global Dynamics provides a safe workplace for all employees. To ensure a safe workplace and to reduce the risk of violence, all employees should review and understand all provisions of this workplace violence policy. Global Dynamics does not tolerate any type of workplace violence committed by or against employees. Employees are prohibited from making threats or engaging in violent activities. This list of behaviors provides examples of conduct that is prohibited: causing physical injury to another person, making threatening remarks, displaying aggressive or hostile behavior that creates a reasonable fear of injury to another person or subjecting another individual to emotional distress, intentionally damaging employer property or property of another employee, possessing a weapon while on company property or while on company business, committing acts motivated by or related to sexual harassment or domestic violence. Any potentially dangerous situation must be immediately reported to a supervisor or the human resource department. Reports will be made anonymously, and all reports and incidents will be investigated. Reports or incidents warranting confidentiality will be handled appropriately, and information will be disclosed to others only on a need-to-know basis. All parties involved in a situation will be counseled, and the results of investigations will be discussed with them. Global Dynamics will actively intervene at any indication of possibly hostile or violent situation. Global Dynamics conducts annual inspections of its premises to evaluate and determine all vulnerabilities to workplace violence or hazards. Any necessary corrective action will be taken to reduce all risk. All employees are considered safety officers and are encouraged to report activities that jeopardize the safety of the work environment. Global Dynamics will train all employees at identifying potentially dangerous persons, employees, and are expected to exercise good judgment and to inform the HR department if any employee exhibits behaviors that could be a sign of a potentially dangerous situation. Such behaviors include discussing weapons or bringing them to a workplace, displaying overt signs of extreme stress, resentment, hostility, or anger, making threatening remarks, showing sudden or significant deterioration of performance, displaying irrational or inappropriate behavior. Employees who confront or encounter an armed or dangerous person should not attempt to challenge or disarm the individual. Employees should remain calm, make eye contact, and talk to the individual if applicable. If a supervisor can be safely notified of the need for assistance without endangering safety of the employee or others, such notice should be given. Otherwise, employees should cooperate and follow the instructions given. Law enforcement personnel should also be immediately notified to prevent any injuries. Threatening conduct, or other acts of aggression or violence in the workplace will not be tolerated. Any employee determined to have committed such acts will be subject to disciplinary actions up to and including termination. Non-employees engaged in violent acts on the employer's premises will be reported to the proper authorities and fully prosecuted. All employees are to read and adhere to this written policy.